Here we go, 12U Yellowstone Yeti versus the visiting Laramie Outlaws. Game now underway. Yeti looking to improve on their 2-1-1 record. Tucker Baker starting netminder. Stalick and Simonson are the winners. Maslak, centerman. Shot in, save by Baker. Laramie gets it back out. Knocking that one out of the midair is Schneider back there on defense. That one gets past Schneider, goes off the outside of the net. Stalick now into the corner. Tres Stalick working there. Maslak steps in, he's checked down from behind. Schneider backhands one for a clear, but it's held in at the point by Laramie. Koy Lundvall, the other defenseman, in there. And Lundvall able to clear that one out, and it's put back into the zone offside. Mushlock, Mia Mushlock steps in to take the draw. She's got her younger brother Case to the right, Ryder Gideon to the left. And it's Maverick Clark and Colby Schlenker back on defense right now. Case Mushlock turns to move it forward, loses his footing, tries to play it from his belly, and it's dumped into the zone. Mia going in after it. Laramie sends it around off the boards, and that's going to get back out to center. Stepping up is Maverick Clark. Puck comes over for Case Mushlock. He gains the zone on the far side, dumps it toward the middle. Laramie chips it up the boards, able to get it out. Maverick Clark hustling back for this one. Into the corner. Clark sneaks around, gathering speed. He's tripped. No arm in the air, even though that was a blatant trip, and that's going to turn into a scoring chance there, but that shot goes well wide, and Baker will cover it as it comes back up off the boards to him. Kade Gibson take the draw. Out there with Jordyn White, Rednour. Oh, Smith and White collide there. There's Tanner White. Laramie plays it back behind their own netminder. Now out in front. Good defensive stick there by Tanner White, but Smith was into the zone offside, and so that will draw the whistle. Back in play. Gibson draw over toward Rednour. Rednour, Smith, and Gibson all bunched up here on this near side. Tanner and Jordyn White both back on defense. Sent back here for Grant Smith. He plays it in the middle for Gibson. Gibson is overwhelmed. White jerseys, passes it off. And here comes Laramie. They're going to get a break chance on Tucker Baker. Comes out to meet him. Backhand shot. Baker fends that one off. Battle for the puck just outside of the Yellowstone zone. Now dumped in. Jordyn White goes back behind Baker to scoop this one up. She'll send it around to her brother Tanner. That caroms off the wall and out of the zone. Offside, Laramie. Fresh legs come over the boards for the Yeti. Now it's on the hands of Tres Stalick. Schneider now plays it over there. Back for Schneider. That's misplayed and it comes all the way back to center. Oh, Lundvall loses his footing at center. And it's going to be offside as Maslak. I don't know if that's, not sure who number 13 is on our team. It's going to be a slashing call coming to Laramie, number 97, Jute. I think it's a minute. Yellowstone goes on the power play. Icing call charged against Laramie. Number 13's Rowdy Hazen. Shot in, and that's saved. Now Mia Mushlock goes over there to the far side to contest here. Puck comes back to center, played by Schlenker. And in offside, as Simonson was in the zone. Mia Mushlock with the draw, wins it over for Case Mushlock. Case plays it into the zone. Laramie chips it right back out. Maverick Clark picks it up on the backside, ushers it up the far side boards. Right in front of the Laramie bench, Laramie plays it. Well, Laramie's going to be in on another break here on Baker. Baker shuts it down, no rebound. And they'll reset it here for a far face-off circle. Come to Tucker Baker's right. On the power play for the next 58 seconds as Kade Gibson steps in for this draw. It's one over for Mushlock. Clark, Mushlock working there just inside their zone. That one goes off a Mushlock stick. He's going to skate over to this side after it. Able to block that one with his skates and feathers a pass over to Gideon. And then Clark, that's turned over to Laramie. They're back into the zone onside. Puck is cleared. Lots of action happening in front of this Yellowstone bench. That one comes in, Baker, pad save. Now Schlenker playing it down low. Gets it up for Gideon. This is going to be an icing call coming against Yellowstone. Maslak is the centerman. Out there with Rednour and Smith flanking him. It's White and White back on defense. That one's blocked by Smith, trying to push it forward. There's Grant Smith. Now Tanner White just tangled up there in front of the Laramie bench. And Maslak stepping up, trying to play this one in. Tanner White will lose an edge, going to the end wall. And Laramie maintains control. A long shot, high one, goes wide. Maslak trying to dig it off the far boards there, but Laramie wins that puck battle. Now Jordyn White trying to slap it out of the zone. Another shot comes across the front of Baker, but wide. Baker will cover this one that comes to the side. Mia Mushlock wins the draw over toward Tres Stalick. That gets past him. Other winger is Rowdy Hazen. Schneider and Lundvall back on defense. This one comes to Koy Lundvall. He'll send it around the far side corner. Mushlock there, trying to push it up for Hazen. Puck comes just outside the zone, but they'll say no offside. Schneider backhand, trying to shovel it out, held in again. Carried out this time by Laramie. They'll turn around, come right back in onside. High shot. Tres Stalick trying to get it out, clear out of the zone. Unable. Good save there by Baker, and he will cover. Just under 5 minutes to play in this first period. A long shot in from the point. Baker sees that one the whole way and gobbles it up as well. Maverick Clark, far side, chips it up the board for Kade Gibson. Gibson trying to work through everybody, works to the outside. Gibson, he'll take a shot from the right circle. That's deflected up high into the glass behind. Schlenker hangs it in there. Back onto Gibson's stick, works into the slot. Shot blocked out front. Maverick Clark steps up the line to hold it in. And now back on Kade Gibson's stick. Works toward the center. Gibson shot just outside that left post. Ryder Gideon in there with Simonson and Gibson up front. It's Schlenker and Clark back on defense. And here comes Laramie. They'll clear and walk out through center. Gideon back. Shot goes wide, back behind. Laramie maintains control. Simonson tries to get the clear out of the zone. Laramie just holding it in there at the blue line. Now it's on Schlenker's stick. Colby Schlenker, backhand, cross ice, right onto Laramie. And that shot is going to make its way into the back of the net. Laramie goes up on this one, 1-0. Maslak, Mushlock, and Rednour up front. White and White back on defense. Maslak turns this out to center, looking for Mushlock. Has it momentarily, but then turned over. Now Rednour. Mushlock clears it back to center. Travis Rednour forward. Here Maslak trying to go backhand to forehand, but puck just gets away from him. Back behind the Laramie netminder. And that is cleared by Laramie. It's going to go for an icing. And there is the whistle. Same line stays out there. Maslak to take the draw. Tripping call coming to Tanner White. There is the touch up, and White's going to go to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Gibson and Mushlock over the boards. Schneider and Lundvall, two defensemen, as we look to kill this power play. Laramie, that one makes it. Good saucer pass right into the stick of Kade Gibson. Shot in, score! I believe the beautiful pass came from John Schneider right onto the stick of Gibson, and just like they do in the pros, Gibson handles that pass beautifully. Puts the short-handed goal on the scoreboard to even this one at 1. Fight along the boards there. Puck comes free back to center. Laramie will dump it in. It's onside. Lundvall and Schneider go back behind Baker. Schneider's first to it. Oh, misdirect attempt there. And then a cross check right on Schneider goes uncalled. Gibson carrying it out. Gibson 2 more to beat. He'll delay there, drop pass for Schneider into the zone. And Laramie's able to quickly clear back to center, and now they have a break. Hustling back is both Maslak and Gibson to negate. Maslak comes up with the puck. Under a minute to play, Maslak in the corner. Now Schneider works toward the inside. Able to clear, now center the ice. Schneider. Centering pass across. Looking for Gibson. Has Maslak there as well. Just too much traffic, and that one's going to be cleared. It's going to go for an icing here against Laramie. Puck comes free, high slot. Schlenker takes a crack at it, leaves the puck. Grant Smith turns it back the other direction. He'll go into the zone after. So that's going to be it for period number 1. As the teams will switch sides, this hockey game's all knotted up, 1-1. Maslak, Smith, and Stalick start up front in this second period. It's going to be Schlenker and Clark back on defense. Draw is won by Laramie. Tres Stalick heads over toward the scoring bench. Now Maslak will be there first. Maslak fires it off the bench. And that's going to come all the way deep into Laramie territory, but there's no chase. Held in here by Clark. Sends it deep for Tres Stalick. Stalick heads to the slot. Maslak poke checked off the puck. And Laramie's going to turn it the other direction. Maverick Clark behind Baker. Weaves through. 3, and then he's tripped. That's going to put an arm right in the air. And Maslak works around. One more to beat in front of him. William Maslak, shot. Tries to go short side and does. Scores. William Maslak. And Yellowstone has the lead. 2-1. And there was a delayed penalty on that play, but it's negated since Maslak scored. So even strength. White playing it here, far corner. Both Tanner and Jordyn. Mia Mushlock. That one comes all the way in on Baker. He will save and cover. Draw over towards Ryder Gideon. Unable to clear that puck. Fired high and wide. Laramie dumps it here near corner. Tanner White back behind Baker working. Battling for the puck. It's going to be cleared by Yellowstone, but it's going to come the length of the ice and will be an icing. Puck is in play. Kade Gibson out there with Case Mushlock and Travis Rednour up front. Mushlock right in front of the Laramie bench. Ushers one forward, trying to get it to Gibson. Just past him. Schneider and Gideon, Lundvall, back on defense. That one comes in on Baker. He's able to save it in the armpit. Gibson stands over center, getting ready to take this draw. Chip forward. Kade Gibson trying to be first to it. Angled off the puck nicely by Laramie. Puck stays in the zone. Schneider in there with Gibson. Schneider makes one miss, takes a shot, blocked out front. Just held into the zone. Good back check by Gibson, but now back out to center. Here's Schneider, high slot, John Schneider, shot, and scores! John Schneider! And Yellowstone furthers the lead, 3-1. Who won that? Schneider. John Schneider. Maslak to take the draw. He's flanked by Grant Smith and Tres Stalick. Colby Schlenker, Maverick Clark back on defense. Laramie defenseman loses footing. Stepping on it is Maslak and going to capitalize, trying to delay there. Comes Laramie the other direction. Maslak, a little hip check, goes uncalled. Clark circles behind Baker. Pass back up to Maslak, and he goes to work right in front of the Yellowstone bench, now into the zone. He's got Stalick open to his right, but turned over. Here comes Laramie. Stalick carrying it forward. He's got Mushlock in there with him. Poke checked off. Unable to hold it in is Smith, and that's going to go for an offside. Mushlock to take the draw. She's out there with Simonson and Gideon. Tanner White and Jordyn White, the defensive pairing. Oh, and Gardner for Laramie is going to get behind everybody. In on Baker. Baker shuts it down. Beautiful right pad save there by Tucker Baker on the breakaway. Beautiful scoring chance from Laramie. And that maintains this 2-goal lead. Jordyn White fires it around the far boards. No other Yeti players there though, so Laramie's able to send it back in deep. And same again. Now Mushlock trying to clear this one out. Held in again at the blue line. Now cleared by Jordyn White. Ryder Gideon trying to chip it forward. Comes over to this side. Mushlock there. She'll lose an edge. Tanner White scoops it out of the corner. Puck here at center ice. Mushlock trying to jam it forward. Comes back past her to Tanner White. Tanner trying to turn. He's cross-checked in the back. No call. White back behind Baker. Under 8 minutes to play here in the second period. And here's Gibson on a break. Gibson shot and scores. Kade Gibson. Four to 1 Yellowstone. Yellowstone has one extra player on the ice. Gibson will go off. Maslak will take the draw. Out there with Rowdy Hayes and Case Mushlock up front. Maslak trying to work this one forward. It's Lundvall and Schneider, the defensive pair. Comes right to Hazen. Hazen makes one miss, gets into the zone. He's pancaked there on a check. Again, no call. And then Maslak ushered into the corner and taken off the puck. Mushlock steps into challenge there on the forecheck, but Laramie gets the outlet pass to center. Good back check by Maslak. Laramie maintains control. Another check down. Referees are letting them play here. Oh, and no defenseman. Baker is left to fend for himself, and like he does so many times, he shuts it down. Puck back in play, right out in front of Baker. Kade Gibson. Poke checked off. Colby Schlenker now trying to push it out of the zone. Right there at the blue line, does now. Schlenker chips it for himself. Just tangles his feet with the Laramie defender there. And Laramie able to come up with the puck. And it's an icing call against Laramie. Gibson for the draw. Puck is live. Gibson out there with Stalick and Rednour. Clark will gather this one. His defensive partner, Schlenker. Here comes Kade Gibson, but Stalick's going to go in the zone offside. Mia Mushlock over the boards to take the draw. Ryder Gideon to her right. Grant Smith to her left. Wins it over for Smith. The White siblings on the defensive pairing. Stepping up to get this one is Tanner White. Now to Mushlock. Mushlock takes a shot that goes wide left. Mushlock intercepts that pass out into the slot. Stepping up is Tanner White. White holds this one in at the blue line. Now back out to center. Gardner for Laramie with room. Jordyn White is back. Mia Mushlock on the back check. Oh, and there's going to be Mushlock's going to box for hooking. Mia Mushlock, 2 minutes for hooking. We're going to call that a weak call. Oh, they've been putting them in for 2-minute penalties, but they now adjusted them down to the correct minute 30. Laramie able to hold it in. Now punched out by Maslak. Maslak chips it off the boards. He's flanked by Case Mushlock. Laramie reverses, and they'll take it back out to center. Challenge there by Schneider. Lundvall over to Mushlock. Back for Lundvall. Played here by Maslak. Has 3 white jerseys. He'll choose to come to open ice on this side. Has 4 now. Defenders, nobody else in there with him. It's going to be offside. Gibson for the draw. It's actually won by Laramie. Gibson stick lift. And that's going to be an offside call, this time against Laramie. .23 seconds remaining on the penalty of Mushlock. There's a cross check from behind. Yellowstone back to full strength. Schneider, he'll circle back around behind Baker. And into the slot. Gardner, good defensive stick there by Lundvall. comes Schneider on the break chance. Oh, it's going to be a tripping call. Wonder if they will give a penalty shot here. Oh, and that's going to be scored. Kade Gibson goes 5-hole. So we will not see a chance at what very well would have been a penalty shot. That's okay, because Kade Gibson puts it away. 5-1 Yellowstone. Mia Mushlock for the draw. Oh, here's a whistle. They had to report the penalty to the score box, even though it's going to be full strength, since the goal again was scored. Rednour gets the assist. Ryder Gideon backhand trying to clear. Now does, back to center. Stepping up is Mushlock. This one comes in, goes on the outside of the net. Past Baker. It'll be played here by Schlenker. Mushlock kicks it forward. Now Clark trying to get to the outside. It's turned over. It's going to be a shot wide right. Fed back to the point. Laramie goes D to D. Slap shot wide. Intercepted here by Clark. Clark's got 2 defenders back, and they'll take him off the puck. Now Tres Stalick scoops it up here, center ice. Mushlock delays. And Laramie turns it right back to center. Dumped in by Laramie. And there is the horn. After 2 periods, Yellowstone looking very much in control so far in the hockey game, up 5-1. Back in play here, Gibson will take the draw. He's out there with Smith and Case Mushlock, or correction, it's Maslak. Maslak feeds it over for Mushlock here on the far side. Puck comes all the way back out to center. Costa for Laramie trying to drag it toward the middle. Good defensive play from Jordyn White to prevent that. Grant Smith tries to clear. Unable, just held in. There's a shot in. Doesn't get all the way through to Baker. And here comes Maslak, uncontested. Big old breakaway. And he will airmail that one over the crossbar. Here comes Gardner for Laramie. Into the slot. Forehand on Baker, save. And Baker will cover. Laramie absolutely winning the shots battle here, but the number that matters, goals, lopsided the other direction. Apologies, I was on mute, just talking to myself. Rednour steps up here. That's going to come on net for another shot. Referee falls on his keister. Rednour over in the corner, supported by Schneider. Laramie trying to turn and fire, but prevented from doing so. Now Kade Gibson carry this up. It's going to be a tripping call coming to Laramie. And there it is, touched up. And on the power play, here comes Yellowstone.
Go, go!
Gardner in, shorthanded chance on Baker. Gardner will beat Baker 5-hole. Shorthanded goal. Laramie makes it 2-5. Mushlock to take this draw. Out there with Stalick, wins it over to Stalick. Stalick carries it forward. Puck comes back to center. It'll be gathered by Clark. Clark pushes him forward for Simonson. Back on Maverick Clark's stick. Works to the far side. Now back toward the middle. Maverick Clark trying to get a shot off, unable. Now sends one toward the middle. That's blocked out front. Shot. And Mushlock buries it. That's Mia Mushlock. I believe her first goal. Power play goal to Mia Mushlock. And the referees are waiting for him to clear the penalty off the Laramie side of the board here. And here we go. Tres Stalick and Maverick Clark are the assists on the goal from Mushlock. Jordyn White clears it out from in front of the net. Slap shot from the line. Goes wide left. Maslak back around behind.
Go, 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 go!
Maslak turning. Has Case Mushlock on the far side. Maslak goes into the slot. Poke checked off. There's Tanner White. Takes a shot just outside that right post. Puck is free right in front of the net. Here comes Thompson for Laramie. Shot save, Baker. And here's Mushlock. 2-on-1 has Gibson. Tripped up. Smith and Jordyn White were tangled up over here. And that'll be an icing call charged against Laramie. Puck now back in play. It's going to be a break here for Laramie. Gibson trying to get back on the back check. Baker, another beauty shutdown. Shows the 5-hole and then closes it. Gibson dumps this one in. Coming up on 8 minutes to play in the hockey game. Schneider tripped up there.
Yeah, 7 minutes.
Here's Schneider. John Schneider over center circle. Hazen way out in front of the play and offside. Laramie dumps it in. It's going to go for an icing. Schlenker dumps it in down low. This one gets past Schlenker and it'll be Clark over here near boards to pick it up. Held in a couple times there. Schlenker over skates. Laramie maintains control. Now, Gideon trying to push it forward. Mushlock playing it here near boards. Into the zone, here's Gideon, has a lane right to the net, but he will delay. Crossing pass, looking for Rednour over there. Offside call against Laramie. Maslak takes this draw. He's out there with Simonson and Stalick up front. White and White back on defense. Cleared out, there's going to be a penalty. Coming to Yellowstone. Reversed around here for Laramie. Thompson into the zone. Oh, there's going to be another one, I believe, on Maslak for checking. Let's see. Yep. So it's Tres Stalick going for tripping and William Maslak going for checking. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 in favor of Laramie here. Slap shot from Laramie. Baker will cover. Gibson, Schneider, and Lundvall are out there to kill this 5-on-3. Gibson dumps it in. Scooping it up is Schneider. Schneider's tripped, and that's going to draw a penalty. And so that'll put a Laramie player in the box to turn this into a 4-on-3. Not something you see too often. Puck is live. Schneider, Gibson, Lundvall remain out there for Yellowstone. And Laramie, break chance in on Baker. Shot, Baker, save. And he will hang on. Baker continues to be clutch all season long. Shot goes wide right. Clark will scoop this up behind Baker. Maverick Clark trying to work toward the outside, just held into the zone. Laramie turns it back for a scoring chance. Into the slot, shot, Baker save. This one comes all the way back to the blue line. Gardner will take a slap shot high over the crossbar. Schlenker trying to clear it from out front. Gets it around. 10 more seconds on the penalties to Yellowstone, and they'll be done. And so Yellowstone has a power play for the next 30 seconds now. 5-on-4 hockey. Case Mushlock here in the corner. He'll overskate and lose an edge. Trying to play from his back, needs to get up. Pad save by Baker. Puck comes all the way back into Laramie zone. That will be an icing charged against Yellowstone. Mushlock, Case steps in to take the draw. Mushlock pushes it in the zone past Maslak. Tripping call again, delayed. It's going to come to Yellowstone. Now touched up by White. .304 left in the game. Laramie goes on the power play for the next minute and a half. Back here to the blue line. Habel holds it in for Laramie. Stepping on this one is Maslak. Little elbow to the back. Puck up high. And an icing call against Laramie. Gibson will take this draw. It's won by Laramie and they carry it on. Lundvall and Gideon back. Shot in, Baker save. Now Schneider back behind Baker. Good defensive stick there. John Schneider prevents that shot. This one comes. Baker will cover and hang on. Back in play, under 2 minutes to play in the hockey game. There's a shot. Traffic out front. Baker steps on that one and he'll cover. Oh no! It stayed loose and Laramie was able to poke it past. Back in play. Schlenker. Oh, there's a blatant trip, and we're going to get another penalty called for tripping. It'll be Isaac here for Laramie. Power play for Yellowstone the rest of the hockey game unless they score. It's going to be a 2-on-1. No, now a one-person break, but that puck gets passed. Centering pass cleared out of there by Schlenker. Long shot in on Baker, save, and the rebound. Under a minute to play now. Simonson tries to get this one out of the zone. Schlenker looking to clear. No need to ice the puck. Gets it back there to the point. Held in by Laramie. Schlenker carries it out to center. Smith pokes it forward for Clark. Dump back in, Laramie. Maverick Clark now with some speed, but lots of defenders. Works toward the outside. Poke checked off. Shot here. Hazen will overskate, but comes to Maverick Clark. Makes his man miss. Clark has one more. Working toward the middle, but that will be the hockey game. Yellowstone wins 6-3, and they improve their record to 3-1-1. These two teams will face off again tomorrow. Up next, we have another high school game, this time against the Laramie varsity white team. We'll be back on the stream shortly if you're looking for that high school game. Otherwise, we'll see you next game.